America is at a crossroads, wrestling between two futures. Do we sacrifice the poor, the working poor, and the barely middle class to protect the ultra-wealthy? Or do we treat our people as America's greatest asset and ensure everyone has a real chance to live a good life? Families are struggling with higher gas and food prices, stagnant wages, and shrinking benefits, while corporations make record profits. These are unprecedented times. Our leaders can't settle for just enough. They must fight for what we deserve. I'm Nina Turner, and I'm running for Congress because we deserve a voice for change in Washington. A leader who is on the side of the people, not out for the powerful or out for themselves. A leader who understands that healthcare has been denied to millions of Americans for far too long and will fight for Medicare for all. A leader who knows poverty is a policy choice and the minimum wage must be raised to a living wage. Who won't take a dime from special interest PACs or do their bidding. You deserve a leader who is from here, who knows what it's like to grow up and live their life in this community, who has stood up for reproductive justice and served on the front lines of the fight for criminal justice reform and voting rights, not for days, but for decades. A member of Congress that stands shoulder to shoulder with leaders like Bernie Sanders, unapologetically to fight for working people and speak truth to power. And here's the truth. Greater Cleveland needs a change maker, not someone who just go along to get along. We can put an agenda through Congress that puts working families first, and that's worth fighting for. Something you can feel. Good union jobs, expanded health care, child care, and climate justice. Winning the battle against Republicans and the holdouts in our party will only happen when we put it all on the line for everyday people. An America as good as its promise is worth fighting for. Our children are worth fighting for. Our future is worth fighting for.
So this is obviously a very big week for Nina Turner. Tuesday, damage report. Wednesday, on to the House of Representatives. But anyway, obviously Nina Turner, we love. She's been, great on the show as a correspondent across the network and everything. Jordan, very exciting election news. It's not like there weren't some good primaries already to look forward to, but this now jumps right up there to the most exciting races this cycle.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Nina Turner is somebody who, in her special election last year, went out to a strong start. And I think it's just like there were some fits and starts in the campaign where they just kind of put it on autopilot. And her opponent, Shontel Brown, basically begged for corporate PAC money. And what came in the waning days of that campaign were huge ad buys in support of her, and especially attacking Nina Turner. Some really malicious, if not like completely like fabulous, like lies attacking Nina Turner in the waning days of the campaign, funded by corporate donors and even like Trump allied Republicans. Like this is who Shontel Brown had. That's who she was up against. So I think she sees that and knows, whoa, in a real election. And when people are paying attention more, like this is totally up for grabs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can't forget that. The Intercept had some great reporting we can show you right there. Yeah, and should be kind of a bad sign when the other party is desperate to get you into office. But Shontel Brown also wanted to get in office, so she was willing to accept that money, And now we get another chance with Nina Turner. So it was a pretty close race. I think it was about 7 points or so. The final count might have been slightly different. And it is almost certainly going to be a close race too. Some of the specifics are going to come down to the redistricting process. The initial map for Ohio was rejected, so we don't know exactly what the bounds of all the districts will look like. But it's going to be exciting. I'm so happy. And she had been, every time Nina was on the show, people would send in messages saying that she should run, sometimes for Congress, sometimes for president. And she'd been pretty smiley recently. Perhaps that should have been a signal to the world. But anyway, it is happening. So everyone, it's time to get hyped. And if you want to find out more about her race, later on today, Nina Turner will be appearing on The Conversation with Cenk Uygur talking about the campaign. You can watch that, The Conversation at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time for all the details, and I'm sure information about the campaign, how you can get involved if you want to, donations, and all of that. Any other thoughts, Jorbo?
On Deep Dive last year when she was running, we collectively made an ad in support of her. Like the chat, the TYT viewers picked the B-roll, picked the sound bites, picked the background music, picked where they wanted all the clips. They did the editing. We did it together, and what we made was a really spectacular ad. So I think that, along with her grassroots support across the country, shows like the power, like what can happen when you have people working together on the progressive movement. So look, hey, chat, let's do this again. Like this is somebody that we believe in and we admire. Let's do it again.
Do you feel like it might be a little bit irresponsible of you to be on the show right now? Shouldn't you get started? I mean, I don't think we should all be sitting on this.
I was dropping like passive aggressive hints for like weeks. Like, oh man, it'd be so great to go on Damage Report again. So I'm just gonna cherish this moment.
Nope, ready to boot you. Got to do the ad. No, come on. We're supposed to rise up. We're supposed to get hyped, and here you are just chatting with some idiot about the news on the Damage Report.
Well, the idiot part's right, I guess, but.
And nobody will dispute that. We can do a poll on Twitch if you want. Anyway, very exciting news, everyone. I have a feeling we will probably be talking with Nina Turner more about that race in the near future.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.